Hello viewers, once again I welcome all of you to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today again, I have brought two real terrifying incidents for you. I will share these two incidents with you one after another. One involving a boat and the other involving a bike. Let's start with the boat. A village means boats, bullock carts, many other things, and dirt roads. All together define a village. So today we begin with the boat incident. After that, I will tell the rest of the stories one by one, inshallah. First, let's go to the boat incident. This happened about 40 years ago. The incident took place in some village in the Khulna area of Bangladesh. I am trying to narrate it exactly the way the son of the people involved told it. My father worked at the post office. My mother was a housewife. My father's office was 20 to 22 kilometers away from our village. The only way to reach there was by river. My father had recently been posted to that place. After working there for a few days, he would come home to the village and stay for a day. I heard many times from my father that his new workplace had a very beautiful environment. Sometimes my mother and I wished that we could visit that place and stay there for a few days to see how the environment really was. When we told my father about this, he said, "All right, next week I will take you both with me." As planned. The next week my father came home, stayed for a day, and the following day he would take us to his new workplace. Everything was finalized. Let me mention one thing. No matter what happened, my father always had to reach the office by Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, so he had a routine. He would always reach his service quarters by Friday evening or night. That day, we started our journey a little before evening, after having lunch. It was also a Friday. By the time we packed our things and left our home, the afternoon had already passed. The boat dock was only 1.5 kilometers from our home. My father, mother, and I walked to the dock. There was a good chance we would get on a boat before darkness fell. But when we reached the dock, we saw that there was no boat. We sat quietly for a long time, waiting. There were no people, no boats, nothing to be seen. Evening grew deeper. The howling of foxes echoed from above. The sound of the river's current crashing against the flow made everything feel restless. Sometimes a cool, gentle breeze passed over our feet from nowhere. I was around 10 or 11 years old then. I felt a strange, unsettling feeling inside my chest. Suddenly, I saw some kind of light inside the river. The light was slowly coming towards us. After some time, when the light came close, we saw a beautiful boat. The boatman called out to us in a deep voice, "Where do you want to go?" My father told him our destination. The boatman said, "Yes, I will go, but for 3 people you must pay 15 taka." My father agreed. As soon as we got on the boat, I felt very happy because I had never traveled so far on a boat before. And at night, I could never have imagined. My father and mother sat under the shade, and I went to sit near the boatman. When I looked at him, I noticed his face looked stiff and dry, as if he had some hidden anger. I said nothing and quietly enjoyed the river scenery. After a while, my parents also came out from the shade. The 3 of us talked about different things. After traveling about 10 kilometers, I started feeling sleepy. My mother said, "All right, go sleep under the shade." Suddenly, all of us noticed something. A large boat was coming towards us at great speed. From that boat, we could hear some kind of screaming or crying. My father first looked out of curiosity, but then he sensed something. He called the boatman and said, "Move the boat to the side and dim the light." Many times, river pirates had been known to attack boats. My father probably thought of that. Immediately, the boatman lowered the light and steered the boat toward the bank. After a while, we saw the big boat passing by us. Looking closely, we saw a newlywed groom and bride and many beautifully dressed people inside. We understood that they were probably returning from a wedding ceremony, so we stopped being afraid and continued moving at the same pace. After going a little further, suddenly that wedding boat tilted to one side and began to sink. Within seconds, everything was over. The entire boat disappeared into the river. At once, my father and our boatman jumped into the river. They searched for a long time but couldn't find a single passenger anywhere. My mother and I were terrified, shaking in fear. Suddenly, my father noticed our boatman was nowhere to be found. My father called out loudly, shouting, "Boatman! Boatman!" But there was no answer, no trace of him. After great difficulty, my father climbed back onto the boat. We looked around. There was no sign of the huge accident that had just happened. Not even a single sound. We were extremely frightened. My father didn't know how to row a boat, but somehow he took the oar and struggled to bring the boat to shore. That night we reached some village. Some villagers saw us and came pocket. They asked why we were here, what we were doing here, and whether we were going anywhere. My father explained everything to them, what had happened. One of them said that about a year ago, a wedding boat had sunk at that very place. All the passengers of that boat had died. Only the boatman survived. That boatman had stolen the jewelry and valuables from the dead bodies and was returning home. But suddenly, somewhere on the way, he also died in some mysterious way. No one could ever understand who killed the boatman or how he was killed. That boatman's house was also in that same village. Hearing all this, we were terribly frightened. And from that day onward, the desire to travel by boat at night disappeared forever. Even today, the memory of that night appears before my eyes. That wailing and crying still echoes softly in my ears. My father is no longer alive, but that moment of misery, loneliness, and helplessness still leaves a mark within me. Even now, sometimes it wakes me up from sleep. The incident happened in some village in Khulna, and the name of the river was the Pashur River. Even today, perhaps on a night like that, you might come across a wedding boat. We pray for peace for their souls, and this is where the incident ends. Now we will go to the second incident. This one is about a bike. Both are, after all, our means of transportation, right? A boat, just as much as a bike, is also a way for us to travel. The boat story you just heard must have been really interesting to you. I hope you liked it. Now let's see how you like the bike incident. We have many more incidents with us. So stay with us, and I hope you enjoy every moment with us. Let's move on to our next incident. I will share this incident with you exactly as it was written, meaning the way the person who experienced it told it. I am telling it to you in the same way. I am Russell, and this incident happened to me personally. I never believed in ghosts or any supernatural events. But just a few days ago, about a week ago, it happened to me. A few days earlier, I bought a new bike, and I went to my district town to get the first servicing done. There is a bridge at the place where the incident occurred. I am talking about an incident in Saturiya Thana of Manikganj district. So when I was bringing my bike back after servicing it in Manikganj, that day there was heavy rain, and the sky was very dark and cloudy. I had rarely seen such stormy weather. Because of the bike work, it became noon. Around midday when I was coming back, it was still raining heavily in my district town. But slowly, as I approached that bridge, the place where the incident happened, I noticed such intense sunlight that it felt like my back was burning. I left the district town at around 11 o'clock, and I reached the spot where the incident occurred at around 1 p.m. The sun was blazing. At that time, I had kept one of my bike papers in my pocket. When I reached that place, I suddenly felt like something fell from my pocket. So I turned off the bike and put it on the stand. I walked a little behind to check what had fallen. I realized that the bike paper, the user manual that is required for free servicing, was not in my pocket. I checked again and found it was missing. I searched a lot, but I could not find the paper anywhere. Then I thought to myself that I had completed only the first free servicing of my bike, and I was supposed to get 3 more free servicings, but now I won't get them anymore. So I searched a little more. What I did was turn my bike around and go back toward the district town. I went quite far, but I couldn't find the booklet anywhere. Then I returned home again. I searched once more at the exact spot where I felt something had fallen, but I still couldn't find it. Let me mention that I had put that booklet inside my pant pocket before leaving. I checked my pocket several more times, but the booklet was not there. That day, feeling confused and disappointed, I returned home. I had lost the booklet, and I knew I would never get free servicing again. After reaching home, I washed my shirt, pants, and bike. Then I put the bike in the right place and hung my pants to dry. The next day, I had some work and had to go to the district town again. I had to go there anyway and also try to find out what had happened to the booklet, where I left it, or what I did with it. On the first day when the incident happened, it felt like something strange had occurred there. The second day, when I was going to the district town again, it was exactly 1 p.m. As I approached that bridge, again, at that exact moment, I felt like something fell from my pocket. Again, I turned off the bike and started paying attention to what had fallen from my pocket. After searching for a while, I suddenly saw that the book I had lost, the same book I lost the previous day, was lying right there in the middle of the road. I couldn't understand anything. Yesterday I searched everywhere in that place, but I didn't find my book. The next day, at the exact same spot, again I suddenly felt like something had fallen from my pocket. When I turned around, I saw that my book had fallen from me. I was shocked, and I couldn't make any sense of what was happening or why it was happening. Yesterday the incident happened. Something fell, but I couldn't find it. Yet today, again I felt like something fell, and this time I saw my book lying there. Note that on that day I was wearing a different pair of pants. There was absolutely no chance that the book could have been in that pants pocket or anywhere else. Then I started my bike again and picked up the book. I saw that yes, this was indeed my book. But how that same book ended up in the same place the next day, or why it happened, I could not understand at all. Also note, there were no houses in that area. Both sides were empty land, and under that bridge I noticed a strong smell of rotten fish. I don't know what exactly happened that day, but I still cannot explain this incident. I was extremely scared, especially when the same type of incident happened in the same place for the second time. I don't know if you will believe this story or not, but if you like it, please share it with all your listeners. This incident was being told from one of the 7 upazilas of Manikganj district. Thank you. And here ends this story. I don't know what actually happened to him, or how much of this story is true, but he said that this happened to him. What do you think? Has anything like this ever happened in your life? Do let us know in the comments.